Hey, how's it going, Chef Be Live? I'm here in my kitchen with my great friend Trine.
Hi.
And she's here from Norway. She has an amazing superfood company. She's actually a huge reason that superfoods are even in Norway. Her and her partner John, they've teamed up and they're with a super power force, bringing superfoods and raw foods to Norway. And not to mention, you have a book or a few books.
Yes.
I know you have a new one.
Yes, this is the third and the newest book.
Third and newest book, and the name of it?
The name is Supersmoothies. It's in Norwegian. And my co-author is Sara Chacko.
Sara Chacko.
And of course we have Be Live. He's in the book. Two recipes.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Here.
I just found out that I was in a book with the only other people in here are the really awesome, amazing authors, and then famous Norwegian people.
Yeah. And then we have your new book.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
So this is coming to Norway as well, of course. I will bring it with me.
Actually, her company is the first to make a purchase such as they did. So we have a bunch going to Norway. We're really excited. They speak English there. So hi Norway, what's up? I'm excited to actually come someday.
Yeah,
we're gonna have fun.
Of course, we'll bring you over.
Awesome,
yeah,
cool.
Sure.
So today we're actually gonna make a really cool recipe. This is one actually her and John visited the other night, and what I did is I just off the top of my head with whatever I had in my kitchen, I made this really wild, cool green wild rice. So it's a superfood wild rice with chlorella and superfoods. It's really good. So
and
we're gonna show
raw.
it, and it's
totally
all raw.
Yeah.
So we're gonna show you how to make it. We're gonna make it right now.
And I was so happy because the wild rice has been one of my summer favorites. So you kind of tapped right into it.
Good.
Yes.
And so that being said, the wild rice, I just got a wild rice. You can buy it at any health food store. What I did is I took the wild rice while it was dry. I took 3 cups of the wild rice and I put it into my food processor and I let it run for about 2 minutes with the S-blade. So what it did is it scored the wild rice and it didn't damage it. It still was intact. It just opened it up so that the water could absorb more easily. None of the rices are sproutable from what I understand. They're all raw. The wild rices are raw. So I think we want to make them as digestible as possible. So definitely do that. You can throw a little probiotic in there too. It'll help as well and give it a whole other element as far as digestion goes.
But this is without the probiotic.
This is without the probiotic. So all I did was I let it soak for about 12 hours, 12 to 15 hours. You got to make sure you keep adding water so that so it keeps on expanding. And then afterwards you just rinse it out really well. And there you go. It's like real rice, or it is real rice.
And we look forward because the dish was so amazing.
This is really good. You'll totally enjoy this. So what I did is I took for the sauce is I took a truly raw cashew. These are hand-hulled cashews. They're actually raw. There's a lot of raw cashews. These are from Indonesia. There's a few different countries, places you can get them. Indonesia's a big place.
And Supernature has the raw ones, of course.
Yay! So a lot of them out there, they say they're raw almonds and cashews.
But they're not when it comes to...
a lot of them. Yeah. So now I'm just going to go ahead. This is some mesquite, a superfood. And I'm going to put some lacuma.
Bring some sweetness.
Yeah, definitely. It's a little sweet edge, a little bit. I'm going to use some apple cider vinegar. You could also use coconut vinegar. I don't know if you have coconut vinegar in Norway.
It's not as common as the apple cider.
Awesome. Well, so you can use either.
Yeah.
And then this is coconut oil. Cold pressed coconut oil.
Of course, cold pressed.
And then, so we're going to put this is ground black pepper, and this is cayenne. I guess I should be reading the measurements. So with the cayenne, I actually added an 1/8 teaspoon, and with the black pepper, it was a 1/2 teaspoon. With the coconut oil, it was a 1/3 cup. With the apple cider vinegar or coconut vinegar, it was 3 tablespoons. And then the lucuma and mesquite was 1 tablespoon apiece. The cashews was 3 cups. Of soaked cashews. Make sure you always soak your nuts and seeds. So these were soaked properly.
Expand a little bit from the water.
Yeah, it makes them more digestible as well.
Yeah, of course.
Which is really a lot better.
And easier to kind of
Absolutely.
get the right texture.
So yeah, it works in both levels, for sure. So now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add, so these are dried onion flakes, and this is about 1 tablespoon. Now this is a teaspoon of ormus. Now this is a powder. If you don't have a powder, you can just use, if you have liquid, you can just squirt in some ormus in there.
And if you don't have it, it will actually not add anything to the taste. It's just like the energy.
It's just for the energy alone. It does nothing to the flavor. It doesn't alter it in any way. It doesn't help enhance it. It doesn't take away. So you can just leave it out.
Yeah. But it will definitely help you to absorb the nutrients more into your cells.
Absolutely.
And you will feel the kind of the high frequencies.
Definitely. Definitely. So ormus is a very good thing. ORMUS, that's all capitals. It's an acronym for orbitally rearranged monatomic elements. Something like that.
Yeah.
Close.
I think you got
but
it right.
you could Google it and you find, I mean, for me to try to explain it right now, it's like I'm definitely not the one to do so.
We'll keep on the track with the wild rice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to put the salt. Now this is 1.5 teaspoon of salt.
It's Himalayan.
It's Himalayan salt. Now you can use Celtic salt or sea salt. This
good
is
quality.
pink salt.
Make sure it's good quality.
Just make sure it's good, not iodized salt. You know,
of course.
it's poison.
Yeah.
I suggest not to do it, but I mean, I'm not judging you if you do. So then now I have a 1/4 teaspoon of some garlic granules, and then this is a 3/4 teaspoon of cumin. Cumin. So it's dry, also a dry twist. Now, lastly, the last thing we're going to put in the actual sauce is. This is 3 tablespoons of chlorella.
One of the best superfood in the world.
I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, I really do. I love superfood. I love chlorella, spirulina, blue-green algae. Amazing.
And we recommend everybody to get enough of it every day.
I need some water, so if you could share a little bit about just algae in general for my fans, if it please.
Yes. Algae, they're in high content of proteins. They will also cleanse your body for all kinds of toxins, like the chlorella. It will also take out the heavy metals. And they have like so much nutrients into them, so you kind of will make sure that you have like a amount of chlorella or spirulina or the alpha algae like every day. And it will keep you on top of it, especially if you live in the city, as most of us do.
What's the difference between chlorella and spirulina and blue-green algae? Like, is there...
they're all packed with nutrients, but spirulina has a little bit more vitamins and especially more protein, but it's kind of high in all of them. The chlorella will actually take out the heavy metal. The other two
it's
doesn't,
more chelating.
but it will kind of make your glands and your lymphs to kind of start to detox. They will all do that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that the chlorella was the only one that chelated, that actually pulled out metals.
It will bind it through the fiber and it will take it out through the colon. So even pregnant people,
pregnant
like
women?
Yes, they will actually can take amount of chlorella each day. But if you're about to start, keep it in a low dose because you kind of get some detox reaction from it.
Okay. Yeah. Now I have a question because I know that it's something that you and John shared with us the other night. About algae in general, which is a huge controversy in the raw food world, about them being toxic because they actually are filters for heavy metals and for radiation in the water. So they're used as filters, and so a lot of people say that do not take them because you will toxify your body with these metals, with these toxins, with this radiation. You shared a bunch of studies with me, and
what we actually see that even if you have kind of polluted algae, they will still kind of take up more. They won't give anything out in your body. They will just kind of soak it up and take it out. But have in mind that all that spirulina and algae like you get in the shops, especially if you go with really good brands like Supernature or American brands, they will always make it in controlled environment where they kind of get, they will be.
So it's not being grown with radiation, toxins, and metals, is what she's saying. But even if it was, this is interesting, is that if it was radiated, if it was toxified with metals and toxins, and you put it in your body, none of it would go into your body, none of the toxins, none of the radiation. Not only that, it will still pull it out of your body. So that's how powerful the algae are.
And that's why it's
really
so
amazing.
important.
So important.
So you have to add it to the greens.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. I'm really definitely connecting with it a lot more than I have. In the past I had more, and then I kind of went through this period, and then I realized when I looked back recently that my body really resonated with them. So.
And if you only do raw food, you don't have so much protein in the food, and if you only have grass, it's not the same protein content as the algae. So you kind of make sure that you get enough proteins.
Awesome. Yeah.
It will
So I
ground
put there's a cup and a half of water. So she's saying it'll ground me, which I need, right? I have been doing a lot of things to ground recently. I've been really connecting with grounding exercises. So not that I'm gonna lose the woohoo. No, I'm not gonna lose that. Don't worry. So now I'm just gonna start blending it at a low speed, kind of slow. And I'm gonna, just so it won't make such a mess, and then I'll pick it up quicker. So once it's going, kind of processed a little bit, then I can turn it up and it won't go flying up onto all of the vessel.
Yeah.
Since we are just recreating this right now, the other night I just did it totally randomly, like totally synchronistically in the moment. Now I'm doing the same thing. I keep in mind that I just completely mentally added all those ingredients there, right? I didn't even ever put them together. It was just all completely from my let's see if it works, right? So we might actually have to change it. We might have to add something. We'll see. We'll see how correct, how much it was like the other night.
I think it would be perfect when you blend it with the rice.
I think that's pretty, actually, right on. I think it might need a tiny bit more salt, like a quarter teaspoon. Lemon. I have no lemon, I ran out of lemon. Honestly, a tablespoon of lemon would be great in here. I did have lime juice in there the other night. That's what you're picking up on. So either a tablespoon of lime juice or lemon, and another teaspoon, quarter teaspoon of salt, very particularly, not a teaspoon, quarter teaspoon, very little amount. Then what we're gonna do, I'll formulate, I'll actually add that in later to the rice right here.
Now, so
you can also, if you don't have lemon juice or lime juice, you can just throw a little extra apple cider or coconut vinegar in there, just a tiny bit, like another tablespoon more. No, more than a dash, more like a tablespoon.
Okay.
So now, I'm gonna will you start stirring this up? And I'm gonna mix this down while you're stirring. Just get up in there and stir. Get up like you.
Yeah. Okay.
Now.
I have to show I eat the proteins.
Yeah. This is gonna be so good. This is almost exactly, literally we hit it so close. Like a little bit of the lime juice or lemon juice. Well, it would have been lime juice because that's what was the other night. And like I said, that's a really good call, Trina.
Yeah.
That you remember that. That's awesome. Okay, so now, don't want to waste any of this. Of course, any on the side of the blender, I'll just lick off a little bit. And so also at the same time I'm going to mix in, now this is, right here there's 2 cups of corn. Make sure your corn's organic.
Of course, everything should be organic.
Everything should always be organic or wild. It's to the best of your ability. Corn is one of the things, so if you're not eating organic, don't eat it.
No.
Because it's so genetically modified up and down, there's even talk about it being, just even organic corn being, something to worry about. So,
okay, pour it in.
Now we're going to put some red bell peppers, and this is 3/4 of a cup of diced red bell pepper. And now we're going to put half a cup of chopped cilantro. Mix that in there.
Just want to start dig into it.
I know, right? I got a plate. Get some bowls here. Let's just go ahead. I'm going to mix it up a tiny bit more. Put a little Be Live magic in this and the twist and the spin and the twirl. Woo! Your little spin. Woo! So here, put your bowl up here, dear. Please. Yay.
Thank you. Oh,
So good.
I can't wait.
I'm so hungry now. Like, this is like really like.
And you know what? When the corn went in there, you don't miss the lemon actually.
I gotta think about that one.
This is really excellent. You're the best chef.
I see what you're talking about. It totally balances out.
Yeah.
The sweetness of the corn. Yeah, good call. She has an understanding of flavor profiles. That impresses me. Awesome, thank you. Well,
Thank you.
thank you for joining me in my kitchen.
Yeah, thank you. Nice being here. Okay, you will share
Absolutely. Hey,
everything
one
to our
thing.
blog.
One thing. Website.
It's called superdomina.no. It's like it's in English, it would be like Super Ladies. It's me and my friend Sara.
Okay.
So superdomina.no.
How do you spell it?
SuperDAMNENE.no.
.no. That's Norway, yo.
Yeah, so you have to kind of know the Norwegian language, but
Hey, you know, if
Yeah,
you're Norwegian,
no.
you know where to go for your sun foods or your like come on, your superfoods all over the place, you know? Definitely check out what she's doing. I mean, I find her and her partner and what they're doing to be the leading superfood experts in the world. I mean, I can't, like, you'll see a lot more. You'll get it. It'll be coming to you.
Yeah.
Lots of information.
stay tuned.
Yay.